What is happening?
What's up? What's up?
You know what it is. It's your boy Matt P.
And your boy Jeremy Chase.
And you are listening to Parking Lot Parables. We are here once again.
Yes, sir.
Just to have a little chat.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Yeah, just to have a little chat. We just want to say, Lord has been good.
Very good.
You know, it's been a wild ride. You know, definitely a different type of year than any year we've seen before. You know, but we stand strong. And for those, you know, you feel like things ain't really going that well. I want to say, keep pushing forward. Just keep pushing forward. You know, some people be like, oh well, it could always be worse. Now I don't want to say that.
Okay.
What I want to say is keep pushing forward.
Exactly. That's the key, man. Like, you really have to push towards what you want in this life.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's been a wild ride for most people out here. You know, whether it be financially, emotionally, sometimes both.
Yeah, man.
Physically, you know, people done put on weight. They had goals.
Yeah.
And they done put on weight now.
Man.
Yeah, so like just keep pushing forward. You know, take every day that you wake up. Don't take it for granted. Be like, Lord, I thank you for wake. I mean, because somebody ain't wake up today.
I'm telling you,
you know,
a whole
everybody.
Bunch of somebodies.
I mean, I don't know why we acting like people dying is anything new. I mean, yes, there are things now that are taking people out of here faster than usual, but I mean, people have been dying of all ages for millennia. There's nothing.
Oh
new.
yeah, man. It's nothing changed in that area. But you know, like we said, man, you gotta really just be grateful of what you do have, because we love to look towards what's negative in life. But I think it's time we really just sit and think of what God has really provided for us, man.
For sure. For sure. So, in the spirit of being thankful and you know, if you find yourself being negative, to check yourself, all that type of stuff. You know, we're gonna talk about, you know, checking. When's the last time you checked your heart? You know, or you know, have you checked your heart? Do you know what it means to check your heart?
Yeah, man. Like, checking your heart, that has to be a daily thing. I know a lot of times we love.
Sometimes hourly.
I'm trying to tell you,
especially when you're out amongst folks.
Man, you really do. Like
for real. You can go to work, right?
Okay.
9 in the morning, go to work. You good. 9:30, somebody comes in there cutting the food. You already ready to cuss them out. Like, dog, man, I was feeling good. My morning was going good till I seen your face.
Yeah.
You opened that thing you call a mouth.
Okay.
That's exactly what be going through my head. I'm just being transparent with y'all. This is exactly what I be thinking.
That's real.
when people like make me mad, like, I ain't gonna lie. There's been times where I've said stuff much worse than that. That's actually me being nice.
Yeah. But like Matt said, you really gotta check yourself, because you will wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's gotta be a daily thing, because we know when we're not right, when we're not ourselves, like when we're out of character. You know, I say every day, like, that's why it's important to wake up and set your day the way you want it to go. Like, you know, we should always, you know, try to wake up and, you know, give God the honor and praise, the glory. And, you know, just be routine in being thankful to him. Because if you don't, man, you'll wake up. Like, if you wake up mad and stay that way, you're going to set your whole day up
for failure.
Yeah, man. Like, that in our hearts. Like, the stuff we have rooted in our hearts have ruined us. And it's also made us better. There are some great things in our hearts that are, things that we need in life. But there are also some things that will, make us stumble, make us like go down the wrong path. Like you said, pop off at the wrong person at the wrong time. Like, we all need to have a look in the mirror and check our hearts. Like, and this is a thing, you can't be like, well, so-and-so has this wrong with them. No, you gotta look at yourself in this matter.
Most definitely. You gotta, like, it's like Jesus had said in the Bible, how can you be worried about what's going on with somebody else? You can't see this. You ain't got the log in your eye.
Okay.
I'm like, so worry about yourself, as they say. And that's not always easy. No. Especially when sometimes people do be trying to mind their own business, but then like folks come with humbug, and then like due to that we are quick. I know me, I can be quick to be like, see, that's what's wrong with you now. Get your ish together.
Okay.
I talk some trash, boy. I'm like, so I have to like check myself, man. I'm like, boy, I need to stop. Boy.
Yeah, man, cause we'll go off and then look at it later, like, man, I ain't
like,
mean to go off like that.
But she asked for it, Lord, or he, whoever. I mean, like, they asked for it. They wouldn't leave me alone. But we can't go through this life hoping that trials don't come, because they are gonna come. There's nothing we can do about it. It don't matter whether you believe in God or not. Trials come. It's like it says, the Bible says, that it's written that the blessings and curses fall on the righteous and the unrighteous.
Yeah.
So like whether you believe or not, good things are gonna happen. Whether you do believe, good things and bad things are gonna happen. It don't matter. Like, you can't go through this life expecting nothing bad to happen. So you gotta really change your perspective. It's all really like growing up. Like, I mean, we was like, why is this always happening to us? Why is it always happening to me? Like, what I do, we really got to learn to change our perspective. And and when we do that, we start to realize that a lot of the stuff that we was overreacting about was just that. We was overreacting, because it really wasn't that serious.
Yeah, and I had a Sunday school teacher, like, when I was real young, and she said, why do we always say, why me? Why do we never say, why not me? Because it's our struggles, it's our things we go through that make us better. Because I'm going to be honest, don't nobody want to go through stuff. But I'm starting to realize that, those struggles make you stronger. And like, those lessons that we learn, like when it comes around again, we cool. But, no one wants to go through that heart check. Like, and like even checking your heart can be a physical thing, man. Like, if you got so much negativity in your heart, if you got hatred for someone in your heart, if you got, something that's rooted deep in your heart that's evil, like, it can cause some serious medical issues as well, man. Yeah. It's like the same thing as stress. Like, if you really have a heart to hate, man, like, it can really affect your physical body as well. So, when you checking your heart, you gotta check all of them areas, man. Whether you don't like someone, like, figure out why. Some people have done some stuff to you, but that's where forgiveness has to take place. And I ain't gonna say you gonna get over it in a day or so, but you will get through it. I think that's the main problem. People don't want to go through it, they want to get over it. But it's time to really take a look at your heart. Like, man, you really have to do a deep dive and stop ignoring the flaws that you have in your heart, because we all have them. We all have them, man. I know I got a bunch of them that I'm working on.
Yeah, but the good thing about flaws, it really makes us who we are.
That's true.
Our flaws is what it provides areas to grow. Because if we all think we're perfect, which some people do, they're in for a rude awakening, man. Like, life will show you just how unperfect you are.
Oh yeah,
Like,
with the quickness, man.
With the quickness, like you don't have everything figured out. Like, you know I was at an age where I thought I had everything figured out.
Yeah.
Boy. Boy.
Yeah, man. It'll show you that you ain't where you think you are. But yeah, man, it's like just heart in general, man. It's a lot to really divulge in, you know, because you can have like a deep hatred for someone, man, and that thing can literally drive you to your own grave. Like, and what's it worth anyway? Like, it takes so much energy to hate someone, to think evil thoughts, to do evil things, do things you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, because when you have that much negative energy in your heart, man, like, that stuff, it consumes your thoughts on the daily.
Yeah.
Like, you can waste hours a day thinking about this person and what they did, and like what you would do if you had the chance, if what you would do to them if you had the chance.
Yeah.
And like and before you know it, you have wasted your whole life. When if you had just got over it, forgave them, don't mean you got a fool with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a misconception. Like, I mean, just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean there has to, like, you have to reconcile to, like, where y'all used to be. Like, no, a lot of times, man, let that junk be dead, man. But you need to let go for yourself. You know what I mean? For your own health. You know, you have to let go of that stuff because it's killing you, man.
Yeah, you gotta know what season people are in your life. You know, if someone's damaging your health in that way, like, you always feel like negative when you're around them, or, you know, just like, and I see that a lot with like people who have been hurt. Like, they'll get around other hurt people, and, you know, that's where we get this men bashing, this women bashing. Like, when you surround yourself with people with even just hurt hearts, you know, it don't even have to be a painful heart or a hateful heart. Like, even, you know, hurt that you've experienced in your heart that you're holding, that can even affect you. You know, we talked about, you know, what makes people go crazy, and your heart is one of the things that can make you go crazy. Because I know I'm a very loving and giving person, and, like, you know, if someone were to do me wrong, you know, I would want to flip off. I ain't finna lie. I want to go off on the deep end, because, you know, I do have a big heart, and when you have a big heart, you're at the risk of getting hurt, of getting taken advantage of, you know, just people coming in and just ruining your spirit. But that's why you have to guard your heart with all things, man. Guarding your heart is key, because they'll have you looking foolish out here, man. Like, you know, just protect yourself, and, you know, when you're diving in, like, write down the things you don't like about yourself. And I'm not saying this to like, you know, just be critical of yourself. Like, I have this type of body. I hate the way I look. No, look at those things that's on the inside. Like, if you have an attitude, write it down. And when you're praying, pray those things out. Like, God, I want you to change my attitude. Lord, I want you to change my habits that are not good for me. Lord, I want you to create an environment where I can love more. Because some people, they you know, they don't know how to show love because they've been shown hate their entire lives. But that's why we have to check our hearts. And I think, you know, when you spend that time with God consistently, your heart will change.
True.
Like, you know, I know God does have the ability to change someone overnight, but 9 times out of 10, that don't really happen that often. But, you know, once you make that consistency and relationship with Christ, like, man, it will change your heart in the most amazing ways. And then, like, stuff will start happening for you, and you won't even know why, man. Like, I know, like, God has done a lot for me. Like, bruh, it's been a wild ride, but you know, once I really grounded myself in Christ, really checked myself, and like, Jeremy, you know that ain't right. Like, really started living Christian life, just not saying that I am one. Like, God will change that heart, man. Like, even stuff that will make you mad, it will hardly faze you nowadays. You know. But yeah, man, we gotta do a daily heart check.
Yeah, and it's good to remember that, you know, and like you said, most of the time it doesn't happen overnight. So, and you know, I've said this before. It's important that you don't try and compare your progress to someone else's progress.
Yeah, exactly.
When it comes to anything, like whether it's a business or your personal walk with God or your weight loss journey. Whatever it is, do not compare your journey in that to anybody else's, because, like, for one, you know, everything happens in due time. Like, you will get to where you need to be when it's time for you to get there.
Yeah,
you gotta stay consistent. Consistent. You know, we've been saying this from the jump.
Consistency is the key.
We've been saying that since the first episode. Like,
man.
Consistency is the most important thing when it comes to succeeding in anything.
Yeah.
If you want to succeed and, like, just growing as a person, you know, you have to, like, check yourself, man. Like, if you one of those people, like, sometimes, like, some people will be like, hey, God, you know, if there's anything in me, Lord, just take it out now. Why ask? You know, most of the time you already know what's in you.
Yeah.
You already know. So what you should be asking is, Lord, help me deal with this.
Yeah.
Be real. Don't be trying to act like you don't know what's in there.
And sometimes you don't know, but that's why it's good to be around people who will openly be like, bro, you know that ain't right. Like, be around people who keep you accountable to what's right. You know, if something's going on, you should have those people that you can be like, man, I don't even know if I did the right thing in this situation. And let them be people who know the truth, that know God. Like, you know, because some people be like, man, you fine.
Yeah, sure,
when
man.
really,
them jokers, man.
Exactly, like, man,
bad influences.
Exactly. You got, like I said, you got to get away from those bad influences in your life that, you know, contribute to your heartache, contribute to, you know, the hurt, the pain, the guilt you may feel, man. Like, you know, people love to hold stuff over your head. Like, like I think Matt was saying it in a couple of podcasts ago, when you in dirt with someone, they can hold that over your head. And, like, God doesn't want us to be like that. Like, even in his word, he talks about how, you know, once we come to him and admit our sin, like, it's forgotten. It's us that bring up our sin.
It's too bad we don't work that way.
Exactly, man.
Like, and that's how you know, like, somebody will be like, they come back, they ask for forgiveness. Okay, so allegedly y'all reconcile y'all relationship, but you know you ain't over it, because soon as they do something that you don't like, you bring it up.
Yeah, man. And even in relationships, we can't be like that.
Like, relationship, friendships, family do it to each other. Yeah,
man.
We're like, oh man, I thought we was good. Hey, no, we ain't good.
That's why you really can't lie to people when they ask you, are you okay now? Like, you know, if you did get in an argument about something, if you did, you know, have, like, something done to you wrong, like, you gotta be honest. Like, it's okay to not be okay. Like, because, like I said, it's a daily progress, man. And, you know, when you get into an argument and, you know, you be like, well, I'm fine now, you already hearing the voice that you not. Like, we gotta stop hiding our emotions, because we're only hindering ourselves. Like, we really gotta deal with the root of the problems that we're in. That's why therapy is important. That's why prayer, fasting, all of that, man. We need all of it to succeed in this life. Because, man, you'll drive yourself crazy holding in that stuff. Like, you can't just brush it off anymore. Like, it's time to really, you know, sit down and, you know, even in relationships, like, you have to sit down and be like, babe, you hurt me in this way. And I don't think I'm over it yet.
And specifically to relationships and family, because
Mm-hmm.
family do this too. If somebody comes to you saying you hurt me, like, don't brush it off.
Yeah.
Like, don't be like, man, grow up.
Yeah.
Or like
even
anything like that.
Even as adults, man, I know there's plenty of times I've, gone back and like, as a kid, this and that happened, and I don't really feel that I've truly either healed from it or that you handled it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, that happened a long time ago. You should be over it by now. Like, no. Like I think sometimes we do want people to accept, that, you affect me in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't. That's the times you have to really be like, seek forgiveness within yourself. Like the Bible says, if you go to them, and if they don't, change or reconcile, bring someone in, and if that don't happen,
bring it amongst the congregation.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, I be skipping steps. I be like, forget it. And you know what? It'll make you close off to certain people. Like, some people you won't get that I'm sorry. Some people are stubborn and stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
So they won't, give you that, I guess, that forgiveness out loud that you need. But I learned that God will give you that forgiveness that you need. I know plenty of times, like, and it's weird, like, I've had people who I know would never, ever, seek forgiveness for what they did to me. And I've had dreams where they came to me and asked for forgiveness. And really, that was the only healing I need. So sometimes you have to, act like that happened to be free. Because some stuff you will never get an apology for.
True.
Like, some people really think they were right in certain situations. And sometimes we be wrong. And we have to, seek that person, like, I did you wrong, and I apologize for what I did. Like, it takes a lot for someone to openly admit they're wrong and apologize for it. Like, it's not hard. Well, I'll say it's sort of hard, but at the same time, it's once you get it out, like, peace takes place, man. I know a lot of times when I've done wrong to someone else, like, just saying it out loud to them and be like, I'm sorry I hurt you in this way, or, I've done you this way. It's released peace in your heart. Like, man, it's like even confessing your sins to God. Like, there's so much sins that we've done that we hold in, and, when you don't really confess it, you feel like, you just full of guilt. And then you realize, like, God be watching the whole time. Like, he already know what's up. Like, so why don't you tell him? But we all got stuff we gotta work on. But, we're just talking about, working on their heart, man. And not only just, like, you're mentally, but physically. Like, man, we feed our bodies with all types of crap. Like, our heart can't take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, man, like, we getting older, bruh. Like, we in our 30s now.
Yeah.
We can't do like we used to. Woo! Like, man, cause woo, I ain't gonna lie, I feel it now.
Say a word.
Like, but even in that, you gotta have a better aspect on life. I can't eat, all the greasy foods that I used to. Can't, be every day.
Really, we really shouldn't have been doing it then,
Yeah.
To be honest, like,
Mm-hmm.
'cause, like, we was just too stupid sometimes to realize them days we was feeling weird. I was like, I feel a little off today because of what we ate.
Yeah, man.
Didn't think about it. We just brushed it off. It was like, I
just thought that coma sleep was normal. Like,
Yeah.
nah, man.
Hey, don't mess around and got the itis. That MSG sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Like, even in our health, like, you gotta check yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you know you need to exercise, do it.
Yeah.
Don't hold off.
If you got insurance to go get a yearly checkup, why you not going to get a yearly checkup?
Exactly.
If you got insurance to go get your 2 cleaners a year, why you ain't going to get your 2 cleaners?
Yeah.
I know people that do the crazy mess like this, man.
Yeah.
Like,
now I understand during this Rona, you don't want to be out too much, but at the same time, you gotta check your body, cause just like your car, you need a tune up too. But yeah, man.
So definitely, I mean, and I encourage everybody who hears this not to see what I'm gonna say here. You know how some people like to play victims?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got hurt. They hurt me here. They hurt me. And I mean, let's be honest about one thing. Everybody's been hurt.
Yep. In one way or another.
And everybody has hurt somebody.
Yep.
Hurt people.
Yeah. And it could be unintentional.
Yeah. Maybe you didn't have malicious intent about it, but you done hurt somebody. So I mean, I just said that to say this. It's always good. Like, if you done hurt somebody, ask them to forgive you, because you might not know what that might do for them.
Yeah.
And if somebody has hurt you, you can't go in asking you can't go and ask them like, man, look, you owe me an apology.
Oh no, you can't go in hostile.
Yeah, like that ain't gonna work. So, but I will say that I mean, shoot, honestly, if they don't see anything wrong with what they did, sometimes you really have to press on. Like, you really just have to press on. If you got somebody you can confide in, to talk to about it, talk to God about it. I mean, but definitely. you what the most important thing is to not let it fester, and let it just drive you crazy. Because of what we've been saying this whole episode, that type of stuff will kill you on the inside.
Oh yeah, man.
And it will start to affect you on the outside.
Definitely would, man.
And it'll put you in an early grave.
Man.
Dying from sickness, and you don't even know why you sick. Why you don't even know why it's like your body's crashing? Because you've been holding on to all these ill emotions that you've had about people. I mean, and even from children, man. Like, I mean, and it's hard for children to really, like, it's hard to get over, like, with children. When children get hurt by the people that were supposed to raise them and protect them, it's hard to get over that. I somewhat, like, I mean, it's hard for them. Like, but you have to find a way.
That's true, man.
I mean, as hard as it is, like, I mean, because some of these kids be getting abused out here.
Yeah.
Like, bad, man. But they have to find a way to get past it, in order for them to have a normal life. Because if they go off having their own children,
and
they ain't got over,
they gonna repeat the cycle, man.
They gonna, like we said, hurt people. They gonna hurt their kids.
Yeah, that's why your own peace is so important. Like, if you're holding anything in your heart, I encourage you even now to stop and pray about it. Like, if someone you've dated has hurt you, if your parents have hurt you, if just anything that has hurt you in some form or fashion, on whether they're treating you right on your job, like all this type of stuff, you gotta really check your heart, because like I feel like right now it's the most important, and a lot of people are coming out as who they really are. Before, people were just hiding who they were, but I think we're in a hostile environment now where people are showing their true colors, and it's bringing nothing but hurt and pain and just mischief, man. Like, that's why we really have to check our hearts daily, because you could be a good person but be hurt or have something in your heart that's not right, and you'll do the same thing that someone with an evil heart does. All it takes is a little thing to grow, and it'll cause you to do something you said you would never ever do. Like, that hurt can grow into something evil, man. Like, just think of it, like the devil himself, he was an angel. And
Yeah, he's like one of the perfect examples of what not checking your heart will lead to. Yeah, like
for real though.
All that pride and stuff, and all that mess he had going on in his heart.
Yeah,
and got him a one-way ticket out of the kingdom.
Yeah, man. Like don't let someone or hurt or hatred in your heart stop you from getting what you want, from getting what God has for you, because He has a lot for you, whether you know it or not. We just have to trust Him and seek His face for the things that we need. Like, you really got to check your heart in those things, because you will go down the wrong path, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Just straight up, man.
So before we move on, let's be transparent for a second, bro.
All right.
What's something you had to check your heart about?
There's a bunch of stuff.
It is for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, getting over relationships, I had to check my heart. I think, especially my last one, where, I was in love, man, and like this, to separate and not be together for a while, I felt like there was a lot that was just wrong with me. Like, even as a child, I felt like no one wanted me. I felt insecure about who I was, and just dealing with that, looking in the mirror, reminding myself that, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, man. I really had to check my heart and be like, no, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning for you. Because we'll get out of a relationship and think that's just the ending. Like, man, but that's not so. Like, and that's why you can't, when you're in a relationship, that can't be your be all. You can't put all of your focus on that, because like it can end any moment. That's why you gotta keep your heart guarded even in that. Because you never know who will come out of your life, who will come into your life, like what will happen, because things can change in an instant.
Yeah, it's like a mist, boy.
Shoot, look at Jonah, man. Not Jonah. What's Job? Job. Yeah. Look at Job, man. His whole life was changed.
Yeah.
And like,
seemed like moments. Moments just.
Yeah, man.
Losing stuff by the pound.
Like, he had full children that he lost. But even in that, you have to really check yourself. And I think that's why, even now, when new people come into my life, I keep my distance. But at the same time, I try to be inviting, try to be, sociable, try to be, godly. But at the same time, I'm looking like, are you really for me, or like testing them out? But even in that, I'm trying to heal from, because there were some friendships that didn't work out, and like I'm still healing from some of that stuff. But like it's a daily process. Like I said, you won't get over it overnight. So some hurt has taken people years to get over and get through. But the main thing is to really acknowledge it, that it's there. Because like we said before, if you see someone that hurt you or has done something in your past, and you get that like you want to hit them, or just do something wrong to them, that's the main sign that you're not through that, you're not past that.
Right. True.
But shoot, even when it comes to eating right, man, I'm hurting myself most of the time.
Yeah.
Just those are the main things that, like, I have to check my heart on. But what about you, bro?
I'll say similar relationships, past relationships where didn't work out. You put time into a person.
Yeah.
Trying to, I don't know, I guess win them Like,
Yeah.
like, whatever you want to call it, court, whatever. I mean, and like it doesn't work out, so like, but y'all still around each other, so you have to check yourself, so you're not bitter towards the person.
Exactly.
And it takes time. Like, I mean, sometimes depending on, especially if you really like the person, it didn't work out. Like, I mean, it takes time, but I mean, it's doable. I mean, shoot, take your time.
Exactly.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, don't rush it to nothing you ain't ready
Yeah,
for.
like, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, just take your time, man, and then you get over it. Just So when you see somebody you used to talk to, or somebody that hurt you, man, take a deep breath. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Some of them, especially if they know if they guilty about what they did the wrong year or whatever, they ain't gonna approach you anyway.
Yeah.
They gonna look at you and look the other way. Some are a little on the ballsy side. They don't care. They'll walk up to you like they ain't did nothing.
Okay.
Them the ones you be
like you wrong them. I was like, what?
Yeah. And so you'll have all types of characters. So like, and you have to handle them all. The end goal has to be the same to like whatever it is they did, to get past it. Like, not for you. I mean, not for them, but for you. So you can be right. So you can sleep well at night. So you can be in good health.
That's the key.
You be in good health.
That is the key.
And and avoid the foolishness.
I'm telling you, avoid all of the foolishness.
Speaking of which, y'all know what time it is.
Oh yes,
it is Miss Me with the Foolishness. Bro, I'm gonna let you tell them about this, boy. I think this is the craziest one we done had yet. Right here, this is wild.
Really, I ain't think this was real. But anyway, there's this dad who lost his penis to a horrific blood infection, and he became the first man in the world to have a new one built in his arm. You heard correctly.
Sway.
It is built in his arm, right here. Like, bruh, why? Why?
Why ain't just get a strap on, man?
Yeah, man, like, I would have got a CPAP before that, man. Whatever you call them little things you put in you. Like, man.
Hold on, man. So do they say how he uses it?
Bruh, it's because they got a little diagram of how it works.
They call him Dickie Arm.
Like, so they take a vein from his body, then they wrap skin from his arm around it and, attach the penis to his arm. So they have like a tube that's attached to it that sort of like, it's gets rid of his bowels. And I'm like, bruh, what? Like, bruh, he can't do nothing without a shirt. Just to have it laying there, like, on your arm, like, bruh. I don't even know if he can have, like, how would that even feel? Like, just be... Bruh, I'm just flabbergasted by this whole situation. Like, just...
So they made him a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So he lost one, and they're supposed to put it down there to replace his old one.
Well, you got to be... I'm sorry, that's crazy.
And they gave him extra 2 inches. Ain't that something?
Man,
Look
bruh,
at
bruh,
never mind. No, I ain't about to say that.
Bruh, just think about going in for some blood work, and they come roll up your your sleeve, and your thing fall out your arm. Like, you want left arm or right arm? Like, come on now. Where they do this at?
They said the sepsis, man, like his fingers, toes, and penis turn black. And it said, his penis just fell off. It said it just fell off, bro. Like,
guess the rumor is right. All right, your thing gonna fall off. Keep on. So, man, I can do it, man. Like I said, I'd have to get me one of them machines that just you carry around before I get that, bruh. Like, no. I'm like, come on. And you know, this is a white guy too. What if he would have got a black one, bruh?
Hey, now pick this. He said, because I had been through the devastation of knowing I was going to lose it, when it fell off, I just picked it up and put it in the bin.
What? So he knew he was finna lose it? Heck no.
Oh, man.
Like, can you even... I'm thoroughly confused.
Hold up, bro. This is hilarious, bro. It said I went to the hospital and they said the best they could do for me was roll the remaining stump up like a little sausage roll. It was heartbreaking.
Bruh. That's just...
Oh, man. That ain't funny, man. Like, but...
Why? Like, man.
So he's got a bionic.
Like,
so they just
have it on your arm. Like, no, you can't wear no short sleeves. Like, would the police be like, indecent exposure? Like, how do you even use that to go to the bathroom? You just hold it and point? Like, bruh, nope. Like, there's so much stuff that is wrong with that. And be like, oh, you got really big muscles. It just be an erection. Like, bruh, like, who does this? Who does this? Y'all really tripping with this one.
They gonna give him a mechanical erection. So that means dude's stamina is gonna be stupid.
Can he even feel pleasure from that? Like,
yeah, the thing's got nerves in it, and they go somehow or another. They're gonna, I don't know if it's gonna be like the original, but he gonna feel something. Cause I don't know how they do it, but they attach the nerves to
That's just unnatural, man.
I mean, they said they gave him an extra 2 inches, but that thing looks small still.
I ain't even trying to look that close.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, they got it blurred out, so you can't really see it. But if you look at the pic, like, I just gotta put 2 and 2 together, bro. If they already gave him 2 extra inches, and that's all he got, he was hurt.
He wasn't starting out with what?
No, bro, he had a piggy in the blanket.
He out here buying a sausage in there.
I mean, like, in the can. Pick one.
Vinegar.
God, dude.
Man, that is ridiculous. Like,
no pun intended.
Like, man, like, good gosh. Like, what's next? Like, you can't live no normal life like that. Like you can't hold nobody baby in your arm. Like, just
not with that arm.
Just think
that, you know, babies like to touch stuff.
Like, bro,
let go of my.
Boy, you go on a job interview and you want to shake someone's hand, that thing just flopping out.
Like, no, bro.
Like, what's
elbow?
That?
COVID handshake.
Like, what's that peeping out of your sleeve? Like, no, man, shoot. That's just disgusting to me, man. Like, call it a dicky arm. I'm just like, I'm over it, bruh.
Just when you thought, and this ain't Florida, man. This is the UK, man. You know, so That's all right, Florida man. We be on the lookout for y'all. We know y'all. We know you got some other foods that's going on. It don't matter. So, in other news, y'all seen this WAP video?
Man.
Boy. Man, first of all, it escapes me as to why Kaylee, whatever that chick name
Kylie
is,
Jenner.
why she was even in it.
Why?
She's like, everything about her is fake. So I mean, I guess I can kind of see why she was in it, cause just like the video and them animals, I think they photoshopped her in it too. They CGI'd her just like the rest of the animals in there.
Man, I was like, why?
I ain't gonna lie, like I don't remember not near lyric from that video, bro. Like
none.
I thought it was interesting how they had everybody doing the choreographed dance. I was like, boy, if Michael Jackson was a stripper, that's what this reminds me of. They got like 10 dancers up here and they all dancing, doing the same splits and stuff. I'm like, boy, I didn't even know they were still doing the group dance thing like that in music videos. I thought that was a lost start, but
yeah. I mean, but it really just reminded me of Nicki Minaj's Anaconda.
And you know what? To be honest, I haven't really seen that video.
Bruh,
I've only seen like that one snippet.
It's literally almost the same, bruh.
I can see
to me. But I was like, I mean,
you know what? I just realized Nicki Minaj wasn't in that video. I don't know why I thought she was.
No.
I don't know why I thought she was. I thought,
you know, Nicki done beef with both of them, so she definitely ain't gonna be in that video.
Oh, she beefing with both of them?
Yeah. She almost fought Cardi B.
Well, they must have been talking about each other's surgeries or something.
I don't know. I'm like, man, that WAP. I thought it was gonna be like the WAP. WAP.
Hey man, they done messed that up. Now when you say WAP, now everybody gonna be thinking about macaroni and cheese or something like that.
Okay.
Like stirring macaroni and cheese, that's what as they calling it nowadays. I'm like, bro, why y'all trying to mess up macaroni and cheese?
Okay.
Come on, I love macaroni and cheese.
Ain't did nothing to nobody.
Mac and cheese ain't. It was out here feeding everybody, feeding the hopeless, feeding the hungry, restoring life to folks, and y'all had to come in and make it about this.
It's
I'm
been
like
a staple in the black community for years.
And here y'all go, making it about sex. Y'all wilding. Y'all wild for that. Can't have nothing no more, boy.
And bruh, if they bring back that 90s bob that they had in the hallway, that hairdo that look like Baps.
Oh,
bruh, because I've already seen pictures on Facebook. I'm like, bruh, please don't bring that
the
back.
video, the picture of Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, that's kind of what they had in it was like a picture of both of them like back to back.
Yeah, it's like their braids were braided into each other's hair or something like that.
Nah, bro, they had them Baps hairdos, bro.
Oh,
like
I ain't look at it too much, but
it's not the actual video. It's like one of them. It's like one of the you know how
cover.
Yeah, like cover. A cover for the single or something else like that.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. See it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Baps mess right there.
But they had like the honeybee type, that's stacked.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't realize how much they look like each other too.
Oh yeah, they do. They do. Like really, when you watching, the group dancers, it look like Megan Thee Stallion, just like one of the regulars.
Boy, she was on the Breakfast Club talking about WAP inspiration. What meaningful inspiration can there? Boy, Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen people say, and this is true. I mean, you shouldn't be surprised by this type of stuff.
Yeah.
People been coming out with unseemly music for decades now. So
years and years and years.
I mean,
so it's not new. I
mean,
I ain't surprised by it at all.
I'm just surprised that we keep entertaining it as much as we do. That's
we gonna glorify it.
Like that. I think that's what. It's not the fact that people make it, because I mean, people gonna forever make wild music. I'm pretty sure in biblical times, I mean, they had strippers. So I mean,
oh yeah,
I know they had prostitutes for sure. So I mean, strippers couldn't be far behind.
Yeah,
but like the fact, I mean, well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that we constantly glorify it. It was glorifying it then too. So
yeah,
well,
it is what it is.
Yeah, and it's gonna continue to be. It is too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I believe last episode we put a date out there for a skit, didn't we?
Oh yeah, beginning of September is what we put out.
Yeah, I think didn't we also say something about a giveaway?
Yeah, we're also gonna be doing a giveaway the beginning of September, so look out.
All right,
look out for our posts, because it's coming real soon.
Yeah, I think we're going to go live before the episode to explain everything.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. Yeah, so y'all be looking out for that live. We're going to go live before the first episode of September airs to go into detail about what we're going to be doing.
Oh, yeah.
As far as, everything is concerned.
Yes, sir.
So, but y'all hit us up, man. If y'all like we said, parkinglotparables@gmail. If you want to be anonymous, or if you want to hit us up on the Facebook page, we respond immediately. Follow us on Instagram. We are on all the platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Hit me. You can follow me on Matthew Priest on Facebook, Matthew E. Priest on Instagram, and I'm President MP on Snapchat and Twitter.
Oh yeah, you can follow me at the Chase Harden on all social media platforms.
So remember, y'all, check your heart, be cool, and continue to prosper in 2020.
Oh yeah.
Again, I am Matt P.
And I'm Jeremy Chase.
One time.
Yes, sir.